What's happening, my film friends? David the Film Junkie here. We have a possible director for a Green Lantern Corps, and you probably already heard, and you probably already kind of like cringed a little bit because, I don't know, but David Goyer, who is writing the script with somebody else, I forgot the guy's name, is rumored to also possibly direct Green Lantern Corps. That's right. I already kind of expressed it on Twitter. My thoughts about it, I said 2 words. Blade Trinity. Now, to be fair, I mean, this is why I wanted to do a video and just kind of give my opinion on Goyer. I kind of have a love-hate for the guy, I'm not going to lie, because he's written some really great stuff. Really great stuff. When it comes to directing, he hasn't exactly shown me, and probably a lot of other people, that he's got those chops to really pull something off. And then it puzzles me, too, that he could write the first Blade movie and then write and direct the third Blade movie, and it's just like you watch both of those movies and you go, what the fuck? There is something, these are like 2 extremes. Yeah, the first Blade movie, which showed origin, was a gore fest, a great vampire flick, great action, and I think he also helped write the second Blade as well, which was great, but that was Del Toro who directed. I forgot who directed the first one. But then you get the Blade Trinity, which was completely written and directed by David Goyer, and you're just going, what the fuck is this CW shit? I mean, seriously, it is watered down. There's a lot of action sequences that take place during the day. He brought back Dracula. They're going to face Dracula. I mean, as much as that sounds kind of cool, it was just done in such a shitty way. The only good thing about Blade Trinity, it was like foreshadowing Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. It really was, because he was a complete smartass the whole time, and it kind of just showed us like, hey, let's get Reynolds as Deadpool right there. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. And apparently Reynolds actually started reading Deadpool comic books as they were filming Blade Trinity. And there's like other movies that he's done too. I forgot, somebody actually hit me on Twitter. Another movie that he did that said 2 words also or something like that, and it was another movie title. So I totally forgot what he said. So yeah, you have that, and not to mention David Goyer is one of the pioneers of the DCEU, which some people will say like, yeah, it's all his fucking fault. But then a lot of us are like, no, I mean, he is a creative person. He did help write Man of Steel. He had his He wrote a first draft, I guess, or helped write the first draft or first couple drafts of Batman vs. Superman before it was rewritten by Chris Terrio. So, I mean, he has set some foundations, so we got to love him for that. And not to mention way back when he wrote Dark City, and that movie is awesome. One of the best sci-fi movies out there, man. Totally ahead of its time, underrated, and I suggest you go watch it if you haven't already. He didn't direct that one, though, so that's why I'm kind of on the reservation. I mean, we really need a good, I mean, there's a monkey, there's an elephant on the Green Lantern movie's back, because we've already had a Green Lantern movie that wasn't really well received. Some good elements in that Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, I will say. I mean, you can't completely shit on it. That's why I always find it puzzling when people just completely shit on something like Batman vs. Superman. It's like, but you can't an armored Batman having his boot on Superman's neck is pulled straight out of Dark Knight Returns, so you gotta love that, you know? So, and then there's some elements in Green Lantern, like Sinestro. I thought, what was it, Mark Strong was a perfect Sinestro in the look and everything, and even that secret scene when he gets the yellow light, and he just like, you're like, oh, the sequel could have been amazing. It really could have. It's like, yeah, having Sinestro as the villain, yeah, I don't know. It's just a missed opportunity right there, but yeah. And then there's also too where he might be directing Suicide Squad 2, which, and this is all coming from the Meet the Movie Press podcast. Somebody's saying I'm hearing David Goyer could very well wind up directing Green Lantern Corps himself. When you look at screenwriters that are taking the plunge and directing these movies themselves, we saw rumors last month that Simon Kinberg was going to direct the next X-Men movie. David Goyer was responsible for this entire DC universe. He wrote Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Helped. Christopher Nolan had his hand in there too. I mean, I've had debates with people who, dude, Goyer's a shit, but I'm like, yeah, he helped. It's not fully like his writing baby. It's not. When it comes to the Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan had his hand on it too, and he's a great storyteller, so he was able, I think David Goyer is really good at coming up with ideas because he knows the source material, he knows the content, and he could be very creative, and I'll commend him on that, but I don't know about having a full-on not having someone shape that script is, I mean, who knows, man? I mean, obviously we got Jeff Johns that is going to be overlooking these the future projects, and especially Green Lantern, because we know that he's delved into the comic books of Green Lantern. So I don't know, guys. It's a little iffy for me, but let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about Goyer directing the Green Lantern Corps movie? You think it's a good idea, or possibly Suicide Squad 2? I don't know. Either one. I'm just kind of like, I'm on the reservation about it, man. I just don't know. But let me know your thoughts about it down below in the balls area. What do you think about Goyer getting some directing time in the DCEU? Let me know, and please hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the news channel, follow me on the social media stuff right up there. I'll talk to you later.